Learning how to quit thinking negative thoughts should be one of the most important tasks for you and everyone in general, especially in the manipulative world we live in now. Firstly, welcome to our channel, Innovation Nation, where we provide you with valuable information for a greater life. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for future great videos. Now let me ask you, do you find yourself thinking negatively frequently? Does the idea of failing bother you? Do you have a lot of worries? Do you anticipate awful things happening to you? Do you find yourself thinking about failure, disappointment, and hurdles frequently? You have the ability to quit thinking horrible negative ideas. You can learn how to stop negative ideas from taking over your mind. You do not have to keep thinking negative ideas. They are ineffective and only make you hurt and feel unpleasant day after day. It's a vicious cycle. Do you always anticipate bad things happening? Many individuals anticipate awful things happening, and some don't even realize it. Even when everything is perfect, individuals sometimes wait for things to become worse. They believe that the goodwill will not last long. If you do not stop these thoughts that are negative, they will become stronger and have a detrimental impact on your life, feelings, and behavior. If you constantly imagine trouble, anticipate difficulties, and believe that things will go wrong, you will continually be stressed and dissatisfied. If you continuously assume the worst, you will inadvertently bring it to life. How can I stop thinking negative thoughts? You may be wondering, is it possible to cease expecting the worst? Yes, there is a way to stop negative thinking, and I'm sure you'd like to understand how to keep harsh and negative thoughts out of your mind. How to get rid of negative thoughts, thinking the worst-case scenario, expecting failure and disaster, and focusing on the downsides rather than the rewards keeps you passive and prevents you from trying new things. When awful things happen, you are not surprised because you have anticipated them. Life is made more difficult and unhappy by negative thinking and attitude. This is one of the many reasons why you should avoid thinking negative thoughts. You must adjust your mindset and train your mind to think positively instead. There are numerous methods to achieve this goal, such as hypnosis or a psychological treatment, but there are also simple methods you may employ, such as affirmations and visualization, that do not require hypnosis or professional assistance. In this video, I want to focus on one basic yet extremely successful strategy that anyone may employ. To make this strategy work, you will need to put in some effort and time, but the returns will be well worth it. This is what is called the thought-shifting technique. It is a simple strategy for replacing negativity with happy thoughts, but it must be repeated frequently if you want improvements. Thought-shifting methods for overcoming negative thoughts. Here's a simple strategy to help you stop thinking negatively. The thought-shifting strategy will assist you in dealing more successfully with negative and undesirable thoughts, as well as preventing them from pestering and upsetting you. What should you do? When negative thoughts enter your head, you must be aware of them and promptly replace them with happy thoughts. This prevents negative thoughts from taking root in your mind. You chase them away with opposing thoughts whenever they appear. Here are some instances of thoughts that can be replaced. Instead of worrying about failure, start thinking about success. When you consider an issue, you should quickly consider a solution. If you catch yourself expecting something negative to happen, replace it with the expectation that something positive will happen. Replace your negative ideas with thoughts of strength and courage when you are feeling sad. Try to imagine yourself as successful and happy when you recall prior failures, challenges, or barriers. When individuals whine or when you hear unfavorable news on TV or the radio, distract yourself by thinking about cheerful and positive things. Also do yourself a favor and don't watch the news. At first, there will be internal resistance and a lack of belief, and you may even forget to replace your negative thoughts. However, you must persevere and apply this strategy until this style of thinking becomes natural and effortless, regardless of how long it takes. This is a lifestyle change. If you use this technique consistently, it will become a habit, and you will automatically replace your negative ideas with good thoughts. Negative and discouraged thoughts might be overwhelming at times, and you may want to give up and stop utilizing this strategy, but you simply can't give up. You owe it to yourself. You will need to remind yourself of the benefits of stopping your negative thoughts at these times. More guidance. You could find it helpful to learn about positive thinking and remind yourself to maintain using it despite your lack of enthusiasm. Always remind yourself that terrible and unpleasant ideas are simply thoughts, and that if you refuse to continue dwelling on them, they will fade away. Always remember that you are more powerful than the thoughts you have. You should be in charge of them, not the other way around. After a week or two of practicing the thought-shifting approach, you will undoubtedly begin to experience improvements. Visualization and affirmations are two more effective ways for removing thoughts that are negative. You can attempt them because they complement and operate with the thought-shifting technique. It is not difficult to learn how to quit having negative thoughts, but it does require patience and effort. If you use this strategy for a while and constantly replacing negative thoughts with good ones, your mindset and habitual thoughts will change, as will your life. Remember that you have the ability to change what is going on in your head. You are not obligated to accept each thought that comes to mind. Consider your thoughts to be guests in your home. What kind of visitors would you prefer as guests? Sad and miserable people, or positive and pleasant people who uplift, motivate, and inspire you? This is also how you should approach thoughts that try to take over your mind. Implement the thought-shifting technique into your life. Be consistent and make it a lifestyle, and watch your life change. To the left you'll see our video on mastering the law of assumption to manifest anything you desire. Check it out. Thank you for watching.